Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to talk about the best second runner-up of the decade for Miss Grand International 2010 to 2019. But since Miss Grand International started only in 2013, so we will be only ranking 7 ladies, and these are from 2013 to 2019 that finished second runner-up in Miss Grand International. I have also made the same versions of this for first runner-up of the decade and all second placers for the Big Six pageant, except for Miss Supranational because I cannot find some resources for older editions, so I have skipped Miss Supranational as of the moment, although I would love to make one. And now we are here with the second runner-up, which means this will continue up to Miss Universe. I'm very excited. I will be releasing them one by one as well. Let's begin, starting with my number 7, 2019's Thailand, Arayha Suparurk. Controversies aside, I will just base everything on her performance. During the preliminaries, it is very, very obvious that she's going to be a super strong contender. Beautiful face, great body, and she can perform and walk with so much confidence and personality. In the finals, she was one of the best during the swimsuit. I mean, she was a hurricane during that round, especially the 3-peat twirl. It was good. And I was actually loving watching her. You gotta love this girl when she performs. The top 10 speech was very controversial and a very, very cringy moment. That was such a weird moment to watch. I am not actually buying it because it was a drama in the cringiest way possible, and her speech doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, there are many ladies who did extremely well, and it shocked me when Thailand entered the top 5 because, to be honest, I think she was, if it's up to me, I will place her 10 based on all that speeches. I mean, that even continued with her weak answer in the final question. So swimsuit, yes, it was good. Evening gown, okay-ish, because I'm not a huge fan of her gown. Top 5 speech, no. Top 10 speech, no. Top 5 speech, 1000% no. I mean, but regardless, I actually enjoyed her participation. But competing against second runners-up, number 7 for her. Number 6, 2014, Canada's Kathryn Kohut. Kathryn got this very sweet and innocent vibe, and she's also very pretty, and that's one thing that I like about her. She has showcased some very clumsy type of turns during the swimsuit that could potentially be a disaster anytime, and I don't know if it's just with the camera angles, because she was able to end those very strongly, and I love her energy. But although the end was very good, and that's what's important, I mean, the execution looks very clumsy to me, especially when it comes to the camera angles. So that's why I mentioned maybe it's just with the camera, but I tried to repeat it and not really. It's a good thing she was able to end it well. I mean, the message of her speech was actually good as well, especially when she entered the top 5. But I didn't feel that much conviction. Again, content-wise, it was strong, and I am so in love with her evening gown styling and look for the finals. That was just a perfect look for her. The white gown may look simple, but she was radiating so much light in that look. And going back to her top 5 speech, it was good, but not really giving a winning vibe, so I was okay with her finishing second runner-up. Number 5, 2013, Czech Republic's Denisa Paseciakova. Denisa was a very, very good surprise. She was this stunning blonde who transformed into a beautiful butterfly with the way she carried her sarong during the swimsuit competition. For some reason, I was also in love with how she looked during the evening gown. I am not really a huge fan of black gowns, but she managed to pop out and stand out. Her answer in the final speech was also good. I did not expect it to be that good, but she exceeded my expectation. She's definitely a tough act to follow from her country, knowing that Czech Republic is not really a pageant powerhouse. So that was a good record for them. Number 4, 2016, Thailand's Supaporn Malisorn. I really like Thailand. She's beautiful, and her figure during the swimsuit round was just wow. When I heard her speech in the top 10, it made me realize that Thailand could potentially win the first crown with her. Her English may not be perfect, but that was a very, very beautiful speech. Her blue gown was also super stunning, and at that round of the competition, there was still no clear winner, and Thailand was definitely one of the top consideration. She was super stunning at that round. Her top 5 answers of very, very controversial question seems like a safe and not convincing answer, and I understood that, especially answering after USA and Philippines, who both received boos after choosing Donald Trump. At that time, it was still unsure how she'll place, but her second runner-up finish afterwards was well deserved. Number 3, 2015, Vartika Singh from India. Vartika came in as a frontrunner in the competition. Her beauty just stood out along with her confidence. Her swimsuit performance was also good, and she's got some great energy. But when I saw her and comparing to her Miss Universe swimsuit performance, it definitely showed that she improved and polished what needs to be polished. Her top 10 speech is the round that sealed her as an automatic top 5 contender. It was one of the good speech of the night, and the way she delivered her message with her tone is just perfect. And for the evening gown, she just looked divine. And that gold gown would have been perfect with a Miss Grand International crown. For her top 5 speech, it seems like she was not answering in a pageant, but it feels like she was speaking in an international conference. And that's how good she was. Number 2, 2017, Philippines Elizabeth Clenci. Elizabeth was a frontrunner in this competition, and the way she performed during the swimsuit competition was on a higher level. Her ponytail was whipping as she walks, and her smile and her energy was just amazing to watch. Her top 10 speech was also very, very strong, and I loved it. When she said that we all have a responsibility to achieve in maintaining peace, I mean, I was impressed with that. And also, I was amazed when she came out with her evening gown. It was uniquely designed, and at the same time, it truly reflects her personality. Love the neck piece and those patterns, super beautiful. And she carried it with so much confidence and grace. At the top 5 final question, I honestly believe she gave the best answer among other contenders. However, although I think she could have won based on her answer, it was really Peru's victory to win. I mean, Peru was already sealed to win that edition. So for Clenci, it was just a battle of which runner-up will she finish. And to be honest, I would actually love to see her go even a notch higher, even to first runner-up, because her answer was just smart and she delivered it beautifully. She gave a flawless performance overall. And my number 1 and the best second runner-up of the decade for Miss Grand International is 2018 Indonesia's Nadia Purwoko. Nadia was expected to place, but I actually did not expect her to go as far as second runner-up. Her performance in the finals did improve, and her swimsuit run performance looked much, much better, and loved her height. Her top 10 speech was surprisingly good. That was the round where I truly realized that she could enter the top 5. And for the evening gown round, goodness, her gown looked amazing. And she stood out even more because of her tower-esque features, and that was, I mean, her height was, it was like she was stretched by the design of the gown, which is good. It makes her look a lot taller. And at the final question, she was really, really good, and her answer would be a perfect response to the people who are questioning the advocacy of Miss Grand. She said, that stop the war doesn't necessarily mean we go to war zones, which is correct. Because to be honest, some people are attacking the advocacy of Miss Grand International because they are literally taking things. I mean, are you really expecting these ladies to go into war zones? I mean, let's not take everything literally here. Let's not take let's not take everything literally. So let's go back to her answer. She said stop the war doesn't necessarily mean we go to war zones, but we can start from within ourselves and finding peace. I mean, that's just super beautiful. I mean, I have Paraguay and India as my final two in my final prediction that year, but Indonesia that year made me nervous. I mean, after the final question, it made me question I'm not questioning my prediction, but it made me question myself. I did not saw how good she was prior to the competition, but I am glad she showed that she deserved to finish as second runner-up. She actually is. Nadia Purwoko is actually very, very Miss Grand material, and if she competed in a different year, let's say 2019, I think she could win. She could potentially win if she represented in 2019. So that's it. These are my ranking of all the second runner-up for Miss Grand International, the best of the decade. So what do you think? I'm very excited to know your thoughts, your own ranking as well, and your comment about my ranking. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.